there, Cynthia Alvarez once again. So glad that you joined me today in our Creating Hope with Art series. Today, I definitely want to highlight, even though right now when you're seeing this video, it's already not May anymore. However, because I wasn't around during May, I kind of want to talk about mental health awareness. And so what does it mean, mental health awareness? That means that we're talking about learning how to deal with people that are having a hard time regulating their emotions and figuring out ways to let the community know how to assist somebody so that they can go to the right places or find a place that they feel comfortable to get help. And so when we say get help, that kind of, to me, it kind of, there's a stigma there that says, oh, I need help, you need help. Well, the way I talk to people a lot about mental health awareness, and sometimes I do like an allegory, because when I hear people say things like, wow, it was so bad I almost needed a therapist. So in other words, myself personally, I do have mental health diagnosis and I do have a therapist, and I don't feel like, wow, I need help and that's why I need to talk to this person. I feel like the way it helps me is it helps me figure out the way that my thoughts are influencing my choices and my behaviors and the patterns. And then that person as a therapist is there to guide me through, to help me figure out what the truth is inside of myself. And then, so I want you to know that it's a great feeling when you can find the right therapist, or you can find the right treatment, and you can finally get the relief of saying, wow, I feel less depressed today. And then 3 weeks later, less depressed. Why? Because you learned ways to get through it, whether it's medication, seeing the doctor, therapy, all kinds of therapies, but also coping skills is what they call what everyone uses to get through difficult times. So everyone has different sets. Some people like to surf or swim or crochet, knit sweaters. Everybody has a different way that they're able to get through stress. Some people sing, like, I really wish I could sing like a bird. Like some people, and it's like, man, I can't do that, but I can do art. And art makes me feel better. So it's actually scientifically proven that when you are doing art, your stress levels go down in your body. So let me invite you to come and de-stress with me as we find new ways to make creative, beautiful artwork, and that you can share with your friends and family. And also, what I'm really excited about is that if you follow along with me and you go to at K-Space Art Lab, you can get one of these books. Anyone can have them. We've got lots of them. This book is about, this is the Creating Hope series. And so we are, this has been created with a partnership by K-Space Contemporary, which is right here in the heart of the beautiful Corpus Christi downtown. And then we got Esperanzas de Texas. They are a nonprofit that does a lot of great good for the community here and in Houston as well. So definitely check out Esperanzas de Texas online at Facebook and Instagram, and K-Space Art Lab as well. We are sponsored by Texas Commission on the Arts, a generous grant from Texas Commission from the Arts, and AEP. AEP underwrote the ability for us to create these awesome workbooks that anyone can have, and they've got some really great illustrations, different ways, and to help lift your spirits or to help you examine your feelings. And so today I'm really excited because we're going to make tinfoil amulets. And so what is an amulet? So amulet is basically, it's sort of like a pendant. It's kind of like that. Something that you wear around your neck that is a symbol. Like you see somebody wearing the sun or the moon or whatever it is, they feel like an amulet would be something that would help you feel like safe or understood, some kind of connection that you have to that certain symbol. And by wearing it, it makes you feel more empowered. And so that's what I want you to do today. I'm really excited about making our tinfoil amulets, because the one thing I like about this is that it's reduce, reuse, recycle, because you can get, just like I did this morning, I had a breakfast taco, and guess what? I had some tinfoil. And so you're going to be amazed at what we're going to be able to do with the tinfoil from your taco, and we're going to make some personalized amulets that you'll be able to wear. Also, we are having a show at the end, the culmination at the end of the series, and I invite you to create along with us and put your work in the comment section. And then when it is time for the show, we would like you to bring your actual artwork, so that we're going to have an actual show here in the gallery of artwork that's submitted, that was done with us, along with us. So I'm excited about seeing what you guys are going to do. I'm excited about seeing how the different ways that people are able to customize, because every one of them will be different. And that's the beautiful thing about art. And so, well, let's get to our tinfoil amulets, and we're going to get to it. All right, so here we go. I want to talk about a tinfoil amulet. An amulet is something that somebody wears. It's a wearable piece of art that expresses a symbol that helps you feel empowered. So I like to think of this also as something wearable that's beautiful and that you can create yourself. So when I'm thinking about something that I would like to have hanging around my neck that shows how I feel powerful, or a symbol that I associate with. Recently, I was thinking a lot about, the sun, and that's why I did, the sun. This one, I did make that one quite a few years ago. And so what I did is I took a piece of cardboard, and so today I have just a regular old tea, any kind of tea. We're not going to see what kind of tea it is, just kidding. Okay, so I've got a piece of a tea box here, and I've got to figure out what size I want my amulet. So I'm thinking I like this size. We're not going to use any of the imagery, but this I think is a good size to start with. And you're going to be able to make sure that it's whatever size that you want your amulet, and whatever shape. So sometimes you might want a square, you might want a circle, you might want it off, you might want it as a diamond. I think I'm making it like that's about a good size for me. You have to decide what size is best for you. So there's your little piece of cardboard, and that can be cereal box, whatever, and that's one thing I like about this lesson, is that you can reuse, and recycle. So this is the first step. You find your little piece of cardboard, you cut it out in whatever shape you want. Remember, it's going to be, you can either wear it as a pendant around your neck, or you could hang it on a string and put it in your office, or your bathroom, or your grandma's house, like I said, or your grandpa's house, or whomever. And so I want you to spread this around. Like when you the cool thing about a lot of these lessons is that they're so simple, and it's stuff that you got laying around the house for the most part. And once you start making these things, you're not going to want to stop, because it's so much fun, and the finished product is really cute. And what's great is that you're wearing it, and people are like, wow, where'd you get that? I made it. So I love doing that. It's a really good feeling. Say, hey, you made that. Wow, how did you do that? And so, and the other great thing is that once you learn these skills, you can give these things as gifts and stuff. And so that's one way that creating art is going to help you. You're sitting here, you're thinking about, which symbol do I want to use? What box do I want to use? Regular tinfoil? What kind of tinfoil do I want to use? Like I used, I think heavy duty tinfoil is really the best. You're going to get the best results. But I wanted to show you what you could use using just whatever, like maybe from the taco you had this morning, like myself. And so I'm just showing you how I'm pressing it around. One thing that I wanted to show you is when it's all balled, let's say you have a balled up piece of tin foil. That's good. We like the texture. And so what I'll do is I'll put it on a surface. And what I've got right here is just like regular pen or pencil. And then you're just gonna, this is the fun part. This, like, I could just sit here all day and just iron out the foil. So take a look at that, and then look at what it does. Isn't that beautiful? So usually on the tin foil, one is going to be kind of dull, and the other one's going to be shiny. So you make up your mind. Do you want your amulet to be dull or shiny? And so that we had already kind of done with this one. And you know what? Sometimes I like to leave some of that texture. It's up to you. It's your creation. That's one thing I always talk about when we're doing these lessons is that, like, let's look at our supply list. What does that say? The supply list says materials needed. Well, I say heavy duty tinfoil, but like you can use your taco tinfoil. That's cool. Permanent markers like Sharpies, a dull pencil, a piece of cardboard, which we have, glue, and what else? Your imagination. That's the most important thing, okay? And that's what's going to make it different for everyone. So we've already, we're halfway there, really. We cut out our little box from the tea, and then we're going to just fold it. We don't even really need glue, I guess. I don't know why I said glue. Okay. We'll skip it. But if you feel like you want to glue your stuff together, that's good too. It'll last longer. And really, it's just, here we go. And we're going to fold again. And that's probably where we're going to do the glue. But so now I'm going to turn it over. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to turn that over. And there it is. That's the beginning of your amulet. Okay? And so we're going to take a pencil. And I've been thinking a lot about, recently, about this shape. And this is, it's like a stylized kind of crown type symbol. And then I put a heart in the middle. And see, as you're touching the tin foil with your pencil, you can see. I like doing dots. Like if you can punch into it, that's a different way to make a mark. Okay. And here in a minute, okay, then we get out what I love to do. What I like to use is Sharpies. Who doesn't like Sharpies? I'm gonna make it rain Sharpies, okay? Isn't that awesome? Some of them are Sharpies. Most of them aren't. I just love being rich in Sharpies. I feel like that I've accomplished something when that happens. Okay, so here we are with my little beginning of my little amulet. And you know what? I'm going to redo this because it is so thin that heavy duty tinfoil is the best. So I kind of marked too far into it. Look, don't do this, okay? The other thing you could do is double up. I hadn't even thought about that, but if you double up, that's going to give you more. So I'm going to do this again. And so I'm just going to make it really, really simple. And I'm just going to do a heart is what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to use the pencil. There's a technique that they use for metal where they punch holes in it. And this is kind of mimicking that. So I don't know if you can see that. But it's just a very simple design. And then maybe I could do some here. You'll see in a minute, once we color it in with a Sharpie, that, you know, how different it's going to be. So I like to pretend like it's a coloring, sort of like when you make a coloring page. And then you're, okay. And then you've got like that image, and then what you're going to do with the Sharpie is you're going to color it in. Okay, so, and that's the next step. Okay, so now that you've chosen your colors, you can start to use your Sharpie to fill in the outline. And you're going to start to see it sink into the grooves of the little parts where you punched it with the pencil. And there's, like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong way to do it. But so I'm going to color it in different colors. You can do whatever you want. That's the fun thing. Like, I've made some that were butterflies, and that was super fun. So I'm just making a heart. And for me, that definitely, when you talk about love, you talk about love for your community, you talk about love for your children, your puppy dogs, people in your family, love, you know, there's all kinds of different kinds of love. And I think wearing this would definitely remind me that, you know, one world is enough for all of us. We can all share. We can all be a part of each other's world, regardless of whatever we are thinking or feeling. And those are the, that is the energy that helps people. Not only that, it is proven in mental health treatment that when you are able to change your focus to direct it to an outside source, like somewhere in your community, whether it's picking up litter or walking the dogs at the shelter, things like that. Whenever you start to develop that as a practice in your life, it definitely affects your mental health and your ability to look beyond your circumstances, and then it actually does help you heal, if that is for you. Everyone has a different path. And so let's see, what else do I think I'm going to go ahead and do some like black accents too, just for drama. Who doesn't like drama? I actually, the only drama I like is figuring out which marker I'm going to use, and that's about it. Like they say, leave the drama for your mama, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go around here with, and this, whenever you have a little shape like this and you go around with a black, you're going to see that it's really going to stand out. I cannot wait to see, and you know, what I should have done is, if I was really going to wear this, and I'm just doing this as an example. Let's say I was really going to wear this, I'd make it just a little bit bigger, and I'd get a hole punch, and I'd make a hole right there, which is something I didn't do. And the thing is, like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do it. You're going to find a way. The other thing with this amulet is I could just take it and glue it to a piece of black poster board, and like the black would make a border around it. Boom. And then I could cut the hole here, and then I string a string through it, and boom, look at my gorgeous necklace. What? Where did you get that necklace? What? You know? And so you would just glue it to that, a black piece of poster board, or whatever. Maybe you wanted a different color. Maybe you want it on felt. It's like, you let your imagination take shape, and you're gonna know what's right. You're gonna know what feels good for you. Okay. Another thing that I just saw is that I do have some gold tissue paper, and just for out of the blue, I was thinking, what would it look like if I glued it onto this as the border, sort of like that, and then glued it on, and then cut it out, and then boom, I've got that stuff. So hopefully it'll seem like, if we lift it up like that, you'll be able to really see it shimmer and shine. Maybe it'll catch the light. And so if you can imagine, here's your necklace, you've got a hole here, and once again, the tea box is going to help maybe with the outer part, because you could just glue this to another piece of the tea box, okay? And or you could just leave it just like this. It's up to you. I feel like I want to do this to further emphasize that heart shape. And so it becomes your very own beautiful wearable piece of artwork. All right, and so here we have our finished product. And I cannot wait to see what you guys are going to do. And I want to see what your amulets look like. And I'm really excited if you will drop those in the comments to see what's going on with that. But also, when we have our show at the end of the entire program, and you have made one of these and you would like it to be a part of the actual real art show and an actual real gallery downtown Corpus Christi, we are going to want to see these in the comments, and then we are going to want them for real for you to bring them, and we are going to make all of the artwork that is submitted from this whole series will be in an amazing show, and I cannot wait to see actually see you in real life here in the studio. I'm super excited about that, and I want you to be excited about it too, because we can all do art together, and we can all help spread positive and beautiful emotions and energy and colors anywhere you go. And like I said, wouldn't it be cool if you got something like that as a gift? So you can do that. You are able to create something out of literally nothing, out of trash, that looks just gorgeous and amazing, and people are going to say, dear, where did you, can I get one of those? And then you're going to say, for a fee. Just kidding. So I use that a lot. All right, well, thank you for joining us once again, and we are going to see you next time. Remember, in the comments, we are going to leave links to local mental health agencies where if you do feel that you are wanting to get some assistance, then you can go to the different links that will be in the comments. Also, I just want to mention, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. I want to make sure that everyone knows there is a 24-hour national crisis hotline, and it is the 888-767-4493. If you know somebody who is struggling with suicidal thoughts, or who is, they feel like their emotions are becoming so much that it is causing them not to be able to handle their everyday lives, that is the definition of a crisis. And it's always good to reach out to mental health professionals, because they have been trained on exactly how to assist people to learn these different ways to reframe your thoughts and to have a better life, to have a happier life. And so thank you so much for joining us. I look forward to and very excited about seeing what your personal power amulets are going to look like. Thank you so much.